Damn! Should I hit on her? I'm not sure. Yeah, let's see where this goes. Clear, I'm here to marry a princess. Have you seen any around? No, I don't know any. Princess Blanche is already engaged to marry a German prince, and I think her sister Philippa is too young to marry you. Perhaps you should try Ireland or France. They must have princesses. You want to talk about something else? Fuck. Okay, so I'm thinking about Sir John. I'm thinking about framing him. Sir John is my godfather and my father's best friend. Sometimes he brings me gifts when he visits. I like him. What sort of gifts does he bring you? Books or toys mostly. Sometimes he brings me sweet cakes. I like him a lot. Yep, can't frame him. Governor Wolsey. Oh yes, just last week he took me to see the Rude-Stained Monolith. They say it was built by giants, but if you believe in them, I've never seen any. Although Brother Simon is quite tall. What the feck have I gotten myself into? Okay, Alice the servant girl. Alice is my best friend. We often play games together. She's marvelous, isn't she? Yeah, you're useless. Okay, you're useless. Okay, so I can take that red hair. Wait, I can use the dagger to kill Wellesley. Then I can plant that red hair. Okay, so if I use the dagger to kill Wellesley, I can use the red hair to frame Alice. Yes. I have plans. That the governor has collected over the years. You don't see it. Okay, so what's in here? Oh, your blood turns to ice when you see him standing so close. This villain you have been hunting for so long. It doesn't look like the years have changed him much. Wait, maybe he can tell me someone he doesn't trust. You find something rather unexpected. A leather-bound volume containing unauthorized translations from the Holy Bible sits atop a pile of artifacts. You suppose this is the outlawed text is being kept for study, or perhaps awaiting destruction at the hands of the governor. You wonder if it could be useful to you. Fuck, no. No. Fuck. Hey buddy, what's up? William Bruce, I assume. You look just as I pictured you. Greetings, Governor Wolsey. I'm so glad you could join us for dinner tonight. There are so many things to discuss. Regardless of any... What the fuck? Regardless of any history between our two countries, we are all Christian and must face the threat of heresy together. More than anything else, though, I want you to see this as an opportunity to meet my friends and family. Perhaps soon you will come to count yourself as among them. Do you have a family of your own, William? You never mentioned them in your letters. The church is my family! I used to have a family? Yeah, I used to have a family until there was some misfortune. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bastard. What happened if you don't mind talking about— oh, what the fuck? I was disowned. My family was destroyed by a scoundrel. It came from a good, noble family whose honor and fortunes were destroyed by the actions of one wretched man. I see, and does this man yet live? Yes, he does. Well, if a man had done such a thing to my family, I would soon put him in the ground. Indeed! When it comes to the matter of family and honor, there is no better remedy for injustice than the sharp point of a sword. Thank you for your advice, Governor. I will certainly keep it in mind. Anyway, I shall return to my work. I look forward to continuing our conversation during dinner. Cool. I can't wait. What is this? The governor is standing too close for you to start going through his perfect fuck. Okay, so I can frame someone of heresy. Ah shit, there's just too much. Oh no, that's John, that's John. I thought that was painting for a second. What the hell? The staircase seems to have brought you to the gusty parts of a tower at the top of the estate. The view from up here is quite breathtaking. This does not help me. I need to frame someone. But who? Who could be framed? Actually, I already have John's dagger. Wait, I can look at this? He likes to display. You would guess that the governor has probably proven himself as a warrior on the battlefield. Okay. Okay, so I need to find I need more things before I can betray him. But what? What the hell? The cellar below the kitchen is a dark and drafty room when compared with the rest of the estate. You wouldn't wish to spend much time down here yourself. Wow. Wait, a Skylar candle provides some love life. Okay. What is this? What is this? Scatter candles often. Oh, these are more candles. Okay. What's in here? Wait, there are things on that pedestal. The fuck is this? Oh, this belongs to Alice. Given the lady's mirror and other artifacts on the small table. Ooh, I wonder what I can do. It would seem to indicate that this is a love letter of some sort. As you unravel it, you see that your suspicions are correct. Do not come to my bed. Wait. Do not come to my bedchamber tonight. There are too many who might overhear our pleasures. Come tomorrow after Nicholas has turned in for the night. I will be waiting. You recognize the governor's handwriting from your own correspondence with him. It would seem that he is indulging in an affair with a servant girl. The alone would probably not implicate her in anything, but perhaps the unread letter can serve a purpose. No, I don't want to take it. I want to frame John, kind of. A small mirror, okay. Okay, so I have a love letter. Can I drop the dagger or something? Right? Can I drop the dagger? Items. Okay, I have weapons. Dagger. Wait, the dagger is engraved with the letters JDA. It is very well balanced piece. That does not help me. Oh, this must be what's-his-face man. A pair of boots and man's tunic messily strewn across the floor. Okay, so this is Nicholas's room. Neat. Can I frame him for something? That's a candle. Is this a picture of a candle? Wait, a few household ledgers can be found on this high shelf. You doubt they contain anything of interest. What is this? The student belonging to the steward has been... Okay. Can I use something here to frame him? Okay, so I can't use anything to... Okay, I think you're framing of John, but, wait. But find only cleaning supplies. No, I was looking at this. Apparently one of the servants is in the middle of some household chores. Okay. Okay, so... I need to find one more thing. But what? What could be used? I must ponder. What is this? The fire tanks beside the grand fireplace look sharp and potentially deadly. The weapon is small enough to conceal beneath her tunic. Oh no, I'm not taking the fire iron. Okay, so I have his dagger. Shit, there must be something I can use. I can use the red hair to frame what's-her-face. Ooh, wait. This might work. This isn't my room. This isn't the room I wanted to be in. This just might work. This is nuts. So, all I can do is frame Eliva. That's her name, right? Yeah. Don't mind me, Eliva. I'm just gonna take this single lock of red hair for some reason. Take the lock of hair. And carefully close the container when you are done. Okay! It sounds like we're bringing something to dinner. It better not be late. How's this gonna work? I'm curious. Hi. May I see your new horse after we finish at the table, Brother Simon? Of course, child, as long as you clear your plate. How old is he? Is he a warhorse? Has he been in many battles? Quiet down, Eliza. Don't pressure him with your childish questions. But silence. I've had enough of this silly preoccupation with the horse and battles and such things. I'm not getting in the middle. So Robert, are you going to tell us why you've really asked us here this evening? Patience is a virtue, Brother Simon. However, since we are all here, we might as well get to it. As some of you are aware, I am a close friend of the Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Arundel. I met him while he was serving as Archbishop of York, and we found that we share a great deal in common with one another. Once I return from the Isle of Wight and seen out the final days of my governorship, I will be serving as his right hand in a new mission. What mission exactly? I will be serving in the office of Inquisitor of Heretical Improprieties. I've never heard of such an office. That is because the office has not been required before. However, things are about to change in our country. Parliament will soon pass a law along the church in order to arrest of any person suspect of heresy. If they fail to renounce their heretical beliefs, they will be burned at the stake as an example of others. King Richard never allowed that. His Majesty is not Richard. He sees the threat to our faith much more clearly. Not to mention his gratitude, without the support of the church, Henry would have not been king. We cannot let these heretics destroy our church. Burn them all, that's what I say. I'm gonna say nothing. I intend to form a privy council of my own to help root out this heresy. That is why I've asked all of you here today. Of course, in my opinion, the heretics are only the beginning of the problem. Tell me, William, what is your opinion on the existence of witchcraft? Oh, what the fuck is this? I do not believe in such things. I must confess, I've never seen anything that would have ever lead me to believe in the power of witchcraft. I once thought the same as you do. However, more recently I have come to wonder. I have been studying the works of Thomas Aquinas of late. He argues that witches can, in fact, perform miracles. So, if we take a miracle to mean that which is beyond human understanding, but not beyond the power of God, what does all this have to do with heresy? Does it not seem that you are sure that witchcraft is the ultimate form of heresy? Surely those who indulge in these dark arts should not go unpunished. I don't see the connection. I really don't see the connection. Of course, they should be punished. I feel unqualified to speak on the matter. I'm gonna agree with you. Let me just interrupt once. I think you should speak up, Brother Simon. You're qualified, Brother Simon. You should speak up. Yes. The only demons I ever known have resided within the hearts and souls of men. There are few living men who are worthy enough to have power over life and death. Who would condemn these witches of yours? I have faith in the righteous of our courts. However, this may be a conversation for another time. Our first concern is dealing with these damned heretics. I have chosen each of you for a good reason. Even you, Brother Simon. You have never been afraid to speak your mind. A valuable trait. I am glad you think so. And you, William Bruce, can keep me updated on the activities of the heretics north of the border. Might as well. Yeah, absolutely. We must stop out this heresy. Yes, I'm supporting you. Good, I knew I could rely on you, William, despite the fact that you are not an English motherfucker. Despite any difference we might have, we are all Christians, I believe. That is the most important thing of all. Hear, hear. Anyway, I think we are finished here for tonight. I must go and take in some fresh air. Will you be good enough to prepare communion for a little later, Brother Simeon? Certainly, Governor. Myself and the Reverend Mother will go see to it. Was that it? Was that it? Oh, now the dinner is over, the time has come to plant any evidence you have collected. Then you must finally seek out this low scoundrel and put an end to his life. Simply enter the described location and then select the item in your inventory. Okay. What? Lock of hair. Your mother also had red hair. It belonged to the girl's mother. It would seem that the governor prefers to a certain type of lady. There are not many places to hide evidence in the Great Hall, and the steward seems to be watching you quite closely. You decide to try somewhere else. Okay, so I guess I'm going to the governor's bedroom. Yay? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Okay, so I can plant here. Seize upon the fine linen, the hairdresser back to sleep. Okay, so items. Lock of hair. Yay! Okay. Do you wish to play the lock on the governor's bedside table? Yes! You place the lock of hair inside one of the books which are resting on the governor's bedside table. Okay. I'm off to murder the bastard. Hooray. And, just cause I feel like, I should put the knife on, I should at least put the knife on I should probably get rid of like what's his face's knife before something happens. I do not trust myself at all. So let's see here. This was what's her face's. Oh, she's right outside. Cool. Cool. Okay, now then, I must plant the knife here for some reason. Yes. Well-balanced piece. The weapon is not an item of evidence, so you can't plant it here. Well, shit. If I get caught with it, I'm screwed. If this fails, I'm screwed. Hello, Governor. Wait, Governor Wolsey stands personally to the edge of the balcony after 20 years of waiting. The one has finally arrived. Now it is not time to make any mistakes. Choose the murder weapon. Dagger. Approaching from behind, you quickly clasp one hand around Wolsey's mouth while pressing the blade of the dagger upon his neck. This is for my mother, you whisper as you slit at the man's throat. A smothered, gargling gas emerges as his lifeblood drains down from his neck. You drop the dagger on the ground beside his lifeless body. Someone below may have heard something suspicious, so you should leave this place quickly. Can I move? Yes. Move! Run! Run! You'll never take me alive! I'm gone. Oh shit. Hi! What a lovely horse. I wish I had one like it. What was that noise? I'm not sure. Wait, here it is. I'll go and make sure that everything's alright. Okay. Did I get away with murder? Oh shit. Good God, Robert! How could this have ever happened? Who could have done this? This is not for us to determine. Nicholas, who is the sheriff of the Shire? Nicholas? Who's Nicholas? My apologies, Brother Simon. I'm just a little shaken. Thomas de Burnford is the High Sheriff. He is presently at your castle, but an hour's ride from here. Then I shall ride there immediately and return with him tonight. Will you see things here at the estate, Sir John? Bring the girl to the Reverend Mother. She will need consultation. Oh yes. Oh yes, of course. I will see to it. How's this gonna play out? Ah, shit. Look, my lord, I wish I could say that I was pleased to see you. Nicholas, Sir John, and who might you be? This is William Bruce, a friend of the governor. William Bruce, I can't say I've ever heard of you. I am nobody of I haven't heard of you either. I haven't heard of you either, yes. Well, I haven't heard of you either until today, Thomas de Brantford. I suppose we have both made a new acquaintance. Yes, I suppose we have. Where is Brother Simon? He is outside seeing to the horse. Who else is in the house at this moment? Eliza is here, though it would be better if she wasn't. The Reverend Mother, Mary Burns, is tending to her. Oh, and Alice the servant girl. And all were present at the time of the murder. Yes, we've all been here all evening. I see. Everyone should be in one room. Is there somewhere smaller on the upper floor, perhaps? There is the governor's cabinet, I suppose. Gather everyone together there. Meanwhile, my men will conduct a search of the house. They will also have to search each of your persons. Is that really necessary? Oh yes, Sir John, but have no fear. We will soon get to the bottom of this heinous crime. I swear if I get discovered, if they find out that I did the murder, I'm gonna be pissed. Like 5 minutes of planning. How is the girl? She's resting now, though I doubt she will find peaceful sleep for some time. Poor child. Let her rest for now. I may have questions for her later. First of all, I would like to run through the events of the day with each of you. From what I have gathered, each of you had the opportunity to slip away to the top of the tower at some time shortly after dinner. William Bruce, as far as I can tell, you are the outsider here. You will forgive me if my questions are directed to you for the moment. I suppose that makes sense. I'm trying to not make suspicious. I'm trying to not be suspicious here. I take no offense. Very good then. The truth is, I still have no idea who you are. Tell me something about your past. I come from a noble and honorable line. Yes. My answer speaks for itself. If you would take the time to study it, I may have suffered misfortune, but I consider myself a noble. Indeed, you do seem to have a certain bearing about you. Not like a common cutthroat, at least. He did tell me earlier that he has a rather noble lineage. I believe he's telling the truth. Yes! How did you come to know the governor? I wrote him a letter regarding heresy. He was once very true. What the fuck? No! No, do not say that! Do not say you're related! I wrote him a letter regarding heresy. The spread of heresy in Scotland. He was intrigued enough to invite me to his estate. You first reached out to him, then? Yes, I knew he would be interested in the matter. I see. Tell me about the day of... what time of day did you arrive here? Oh, okay, so he's answering Simon. I answered that. I saw William arrive in the courtyard while I was tending to my horse just before dusk. Did he say anything to you? Yes, he came over and I introduced myself to him. When we then shared our thoughts on the current heresy in the church, and I mentioned that I did not agree entirely with the governor's approach. That is right. Indeed. I seem to remember that we spoke about the Reverend Mother and her priory. Oh, fuck me. Fuck. You said she has a rather stern hand. What else must be kept in order? Fuck. We also spoke about Eliza about her unusual interests. I told William they were harmless and simply in her nature. I agree, Eliza is a good girl. I see. Otherwise, we said nothing of consequence. I was also there when William arrived. I greeted him on his entrance to the house and told him where to find the other guests. Did you speak with him again after that? Yes, we spoke a little about Brother Simon. You said he always carries a mace with him! That's true, especially when I traveled. What the fuck? That's true! What? I see, that is unusual. However, the murder weapon was not a mace, so I don't think it is necessarily relevant. We talked about Sir John, as I recall. William seemed to be fishing for some dark secrets in his past, but I did not know any. Is that so? Jealousy. Must be. Oh yes, we spoke a little about Alice, too. Yes, that's right. I don't think we spoke about anything else of importance. Oh, I overheard a disagreement between you and Alice. Yes. Oh, a disagreement. Nicholas was bullying the girl. I need to be careful with what I say. This is too much pressure. Alice cursed him. All of my choices are coming back to bite me, wow. Yeah, the girls had all around and Alice had failed to get the stew ready in time. That sounds like nothing more than a normal domestic matter between servants. Let's move on. I spoke to William when he came to the kitchen. I spoke to you? What are you talking about? And what was the subject of your discussion? I had been reading a book that contained some tales about the peculiar habits and customs of the Scottish people. But the tales were true. He said Scottish people were Christians and asked if I was one. I told him that I was, of course, and that he could ask anyone. You said not to ask the revered mother about you! Well, that was probably wise, given that I know about the girl's past. She may have the part of a good, God-fearing girl now, but that wasn't always the case, was it? I suppose not. Thank you, Reverend Mother. You can continue, Alice. We also talked about Brother Simon for a while, and his relationship with the governor. I'm trying not to be suspicious. The discussion is often heated then. Yes, the governor was a passionate man and I tried to match his passion. Interesting. Go on, Alice. Finally, we spoke about the governor's relationship with his daughter. Yes, that's right. I can't think of anything else we talked about. What about you, Sir John? Ah yes, I ran into William in the long gallery. We engaged in a few words. He told me that he comes from a noble family and that he cares little for lands or titles. I'm not sure I believe it personally. Motherfucker. Indeed, you don't strike me as someone who lacks ambition, William Bruce. We then spoke about the governor. I remember saying he is no man I regard, saying he was strong as a stubborn, that man. I will miss him a great deal. Yes, he certainly did seem to be a strong-minded fellow, as I recall. Go on. I remember speaking about Brother Simon as well. You said you would not have hired him as a tutor. Yes! This is what you said to him! Yes, I may have said something like that. This is not an investigation into Brother Simon's ability as a teacher. Please go on, Sir John. We also spoke about the revered mother. Yes, that's right. We talked about Nicholas too, if I can remember correctly. You said he used to be violently jealous. It Is that true, Nicholas? Well, I do expect my women to be faithful, it's true. So if someone was carrying on with a woman for whom you had strong feelings, this might cause you to become angry. Well, Oh! Did I accidentally frame Nicholas? Thank you, Nicholas. You may proceed, Sir John. I remember talking about Alice, the servant girl, for a while. You said she has a bit of a temper. Well, yes, there was one occasion I recall that she lost her temper a little bit. There was? Oh yes, you know what I'm talking about. I do? Thank you, Sir John. Is there anything else? I think that's all we spoke about, other than small talk. I too spoke to Sir William before dinner. He came to the chapel, as I recall. And what did you discuss with him? Holy shit, I talked to a lot of people. He said that he was traveled here from Bloody Prior. I was familiar with it, having many friends in the Scottish Church. That prior is said to have become a haven for heretics, with the prior himself having expressed support for their ideas. I see, are you familiar with this wayward monk, William Bruce? I don't know him that well. Yes, that's what I told him! That's what I told her! I see, did you discuss anything else, Reverend Mother? We spoke about our mutual friend, the Governor, and the things that concerned him. You said he was— yes, this is what she said. Like all great men, the Governor had many personal demons. His past caused him a great deal of anguish then. Oh yes, certainly. Go on. Finally, we discussed the Governor's daughter. I mentioned how much she adored her father. I only wish that he— oh fuck, I'm gassy. Be more stern with her sometimes for her own good. So you think he cared for her a great deal? Yes, enough to make him soft anyway. I see. We discussed nothing else of any note. Eliza told me that she spoke with William in her room before dinner. Oh, did she? What was it about? She said William told her that he was a Scottish prince and was looking to marry a princess. Is this jailbait? I see a very amusing little joke. She said they spoke about Sir John and how he sometimes brings her toys, books, and sweet cakes. Oh yes, I spoiled the girl sometimes. I just can't help myself. That is very good for you. Continue, Alice. She didn't mention anything else to me about their conversation. Did you all speak to the Governor before dinner, William Bruce? Yes, I did. I can't lie. I spoke to him in his chambers. And what did you discuss? We spoke about the heretics? Oh, we spoke about my past. We spoke about my past. I had not mentioned much about it in my letters. I see, and what did you tell him? My family origins, of course! It was quite a bit of a brief conversation. Very well, then. Alright, now someone needs to tell me what happened during dinner. I only remember Eliza was pestering Brother Simon about his horse. Yes? After that, the Governor told us that Parliament is about to pass a new law to allow the burning of heretics. Sir John seemed quite in favor of the idea. But of course, the heretics must be dealt with severely. Anyway, the conversation moved on to the topic on witchcraft. The Governor asked William if he believed in the power of witches. And what did you say? I said I don't believe witches have power. Yes. And what happened next? We then spoke about what punishment would be suitable for witches, since they are just another kind of heretic. Brother Simon raised some objections. I believe it is a slippery slope once we start to imprison and execute people on the basis of gossip and heresy. So you had concerns about what the Governor was planning to do. Yes, I suppose I did. As dinner came to an end, the Governor invited all of us to join his privy council and revealed the reasons why he had chosen us. I believe he said I was strong of mind and that William could keep him informed of events in the church north of the border. What did you say about that, William? Yes. I was happy to do my duty. That's good, I suppose. Anyway, what was that last... That was the last time we saw the Governor alive. Who discovered the body? Unfortunately, I was the one who discovered him. Me and Reverend Mother were in the chapel when I heard a noise and went to investigate. Assured that my cries soon alerted everyone else in the house. And where were each of you when you heard these cries? I was relaxing in the guest chamber at the time. Brother Simon's screams gave me quite a shock, I tell you. I was down in the Great Hall when I thought I heard something, and I was in the cellar seeing to the laundry. What about you? Where were you when Brother Simon cried out? I was in the courtyard. Aha, it's true. Eliza told me he was out there with her. I see. Quite a long way from the tower then. Oh! Booyah! Let's move to discussing the matter of the Governor's death. The dagger that was used to kill the Governor was engraved with your initials, Sir John. Indeed, that's because it belongs to me. However, I left it in my room when I arrived. I only carry the thing for protection while I'm traveling. So anyone could have taken it from your room before dinner. Yes, I didn't even notice it was gone, to tell you the truth. I see. Given the matter of his death, I suppose it's also possible that he took his own life with your dagger, as unlikely as it seems. Holy shit. Where's this going? I will now take the council with my captain of the guard. Where is this going? Did you find anything during your search of these persons? Nothing of note on Sir John, the steward, or the 2 members of the clearly. We did find this letter on the servant girl. Let me see it. I can explain. There is no need. Lords bending their servant girls is hardly anything new. Alice, how could you? It may be immoral, Reverend Mother, but it does not give her any reason to kill the man. It's of no interest as far as I'm concerned. It is of interest to me. I expect you to come and see me for confession later, Alice. Yes, Reverend Mother. William Bruce, did you find anything on his person? Nothing, my lord. And during your search of the house, we searched the governor's chamber thoroughly, but we found nothing of interest except this lock of red hair on his bedside table. Red hair, very interesting. I think that may have belonged to the girl's mother, my lord. The governor might have kept it in memory of her. Very touching. He clearly misses her. We searched the rest of the house and found nothing of interest, my lord. Very well then. Okay, I think I screwed up framing people. I believe I have heard enough. I admit that I remain suspicious of you, William Bruce. Ah, shit! Although there's not much evidence to suggest you were involved. Yes! Despite any suspicions that you, Brother Simon, I don't believe that you had anything to do with it. I think I can say that you are all free of any suspicions, Nicholas. Ah, shit. There have been some questions about you, Alice, but I don't believe you could have been involved in the governor's death. Although we have discussed the possibility that he took his own life, I am not convinced. Now, taking all of this into account, I would like to delay your return to Scotland for a few days, William Bruce. I may need to speak with you again. Very well, I will remain in England for now. Oh no! Did I screw up? Although you were initially released by the High Sheriff, as his investigation continued, you began to feel more and more paranoid. You felt certain that he still suspected your guilt. Still, soon it was just as you feared. Due to lack of any other suspicious suspects, you were arrested by the sheriff's men and brought to York's Castle for further questioning. You held out for as long as you could, but finally, under the nefarious tortures devised by the servants of the English crown, you were forced to confess to your crime. Time passed slowly from the day of sentence to the day of execution. Knowing that you did not have long to live, you counted the precious moments that remained. When the day finally arrives, you find yourself dragged out before the people of York to pay the final price for the crime you have committed. It is a strange feeling looking out over the crowds to realize that you are despised by so many unfamiliar persons. They will not permit you the mercy of a quick death. Any last words, filthy Swanee? At least I might see my mother. Oh. Yes. This is the price that I must pay for justice. So be it. I can only hope there is more justice in the next world. Then at least I might see my mother again. Ah, shit.